don't need to praise myself nor speak much about this. As I said, multi-life savers for the less privileged has existed not less than 28 years. Go to Fidelity Bank, go to UBA Bank, and other banks we are banking with. The accountability is 100%. And remember, I'm telling you, it is like an oath. It is like a covenant. Any one kobo given to me that will not be used for the poor and for the purpose, may God not allow me to touch that money. Because I will defend the fund with my life to make sure that the purpose for which it is sent is being utilized. Unfortunately, I'm also one of the mega funders. So I thank God. Today I'm funding one of the best under 15 academy in Africa. And my players are among the best to the glory of God. Today I have thousands of students I've trained from nursery, primary, secondary to university. Many of them are medical doctors. Many of them are now outside the country. So if I can do it alone and use my money to fund it and account for it, what more when people's sweat are involved? I can't think of not being accountable. I can't think about not using the funds when they come for the rightful purpose. Not just accountability, but transparency. I'll search for it. Inshallah.
Sister, finally, sir, I want your appeal to, because the last experience we had in the last strike, Nigeria lost close to 17.4 billion naira. And also, there were casualties because of flight cancellation and hospitals and even national grid. With the concern of the federal government posting it to pay 62,000, and Labour said they want to embark on another strike. What are you appealing to both parties in the interest of Nigerians? Because Nigerians are hungry. Some persons, if they don't go out one day, they won't feed themselves. What are you telling Labour and government to put Nigerian interests and at least settle their, dispute outside, embarking on strike, sir?
It is a very terrible scenario, and it needs supernatural sagacity to handle this. Because in our Igbo parlance, we say one man, one man. Let the spirit person not kill a human being, and let the human being not even attack the spirit person. The situation is, I think the government is on the best mood to handle this. Because if we are sincere with ourselves, the highest project the government has is to take care of these human beings. If we cannot take care of the people who voted us into power, it is good to build roads. It is good to pull down houses and build parks and do whatever. Wonderful. But the situation as it is now, people are dying. If you have built airports in every corner and there are no people to use the airports, what have you achieved? And a hungry man is an angry man. The difference between hunger and anger is only H. So, if you if you bring hunger and anger together, they are in one family. When a hungry youth says, I am tired of this, we can push these poor Nigerians to the point of rebellion. That's my fear. All of us were at Lagos that day. We couldn't come back. Just like a joke, the Labour people entered into the airport and stopped every operation. And if this happened again, it might tantamount to what nobody dreamt, or what we dreamt, but out of fear, we cannot release to the public, because we must know that people are suffering. Think of it. If we decide to give Labour people 60,000 naira,
62,000 now.
62,000 naira, why not generalize it to House Assembly members, to senatorial members, to House of Reps members, to our governors? All of them are civil servants. Are they not?
Yeah.
So if all of them are civil servants, why are these people slaves? Have they come to serve who? Because we cannot imagine why somebody can be amassing billions and billions and billions, sitting allowance, newspaper allowance, wardrobe allowances, vehicle allowances, and what they call is it suffering allowances or what? Eh?
Sovereign wealth fund.
Suffering allowances. So the people that should have such allowance should be the poor masses in the villages. If a teacher, how much are they being paid for those who are grooming our children for us? How much are they being paid? Our nurses, how much are they being paid? Our doctors, how much are they being paid? Let us be realistic. Our civil servants that wake up from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they wake up early and come back late. How much are they being paid? And look at the level of inflation in the country. How are we becoming sincere? All of us should know we are not sincere. So I am pleading with the government that a stitch in time can save 9. It's a matter of handling the bull by the horn, tactfully, but very, very speedy. Because if they are not careful, this crisis of a thing can be hijacked and nobody will know the ripple effect. If they succeed in doing that, everybody will be endangered. If the government now will go on strike, labor will say, don't come out. No vehicle will move. Nobody will sell petrol. NEPA will not work. And so who will survive? At the end of it all, we begin to correct what we could have saved. So we can say that it may be a medicine after death. I don't know the labor people. I don't have contact with any government person I discuss with. Since I came back from the monastery experience, I've been praying and been watching the situation. Even the poor masses don't even have the morale to come and report to me again because many of them joined to say, Mbaka, keep quiet. Mbaka, keep quiet. Face your priestly work and forget the prophetic. Stop talking to the leaders. Now they are being victimized. They don't even have the face to come to me. I'm only speaking because I have the passion. It is a call. It is my mission to defend the less privileged people. And who will betide me if the poor masses are suffering and I'm silent because of what? At the end, who will not die? Even the rich people who are getting billions, will they carry one kobo into the casket? No. They should use their conscience. They should know they are created by God. There was a time they were like these poor masses. Why should they allow the poor masses to suffer like this and they are paying their fare to eat? What about constituency allowances? Where do they go? Internal generated revenues. How do they account for it? Talk more about security votes that come from there. Is it for anybody to enrich himself? What is actually happening is an inhumanity of man to man. Let us tell the truth. God is not happy with what is happening to the poor masses of Nigerians. And the leaders are provoking crisis that they may not be able to carry when the thing comes. Please, from the presidency to the least, in the rank of the leadership, to the local government people, let them have meeting immediately and take care of these poor masses. A time is coming when I am thinking they may not be able to listen to anybody at that stage. Things may fall apart because the center may not hold again.
Thank you, Father. Thank you very much.
Please, one more.